Hi everyone, my name is Melody Hill. For this week's discussion, we are talking about Jason, who's an 8th grade Hispanic student in regular education classes. He was referred to the school counselor because his grades are extremely low. He does not complete assignments and he's verbally disruptive in math class. Our job is to include the key concepts of solution-focused brief therapy to clearly indicate your understanding of the theory, and also any therapeutic techniques and procedures that I would utilize when working with Jason. First off, solution-focused brief therapy would be useful in this situation because it sets the expectation right from the beginning that we're going to be aiming for immediate improvement with Jason, and that's going to benefit him, his classmates, and the teachers that are working with him if we can try to get his behavior on track. The video we watched this week with Dr. Sclair, he recorded his sessions with a student and he continually went back and forth with the student to make sure that they understood why they were talking in the first place, what kind of behaviors were causing the student issues, and he helped them identify their own goals so that they knew what they should be working towards. Similar to Jason, in this case, the student that was working with Dr. Sclair was disruptive and wasn't completing assignments. And so a lot of the session involved discussing what focus really looked like in the student's perception of it. When a problem event was brought up that the student brought up, Dr. Sclair didn't really spend a lot of time dwelling on the problem event itself. He flipped it and focused on the successes that the student had at times where they didn't succumb to the negative behavior when the problem event was happening. And then Dr. Sclair reinforced that with praising and cheerleading. And after a while, the student was able to realize he had the ability to make changes on his own. And he could focus on his goals a little bit easier. And I think the same sort of path can work with Jason. The biggest thing to consider would be that he does have a Hispanic background, so you need to make sure that there's not major language and developmental barriers, because it does say he's in general education classes, so we would need to make sure that that's the right those are the right classes he should be on. Being that he is Hispanic, I'd let Jason fill me in on what he feels are his problem areas to start and acknowledge him as the expert of his own life. Corey, our text puts it, letting the client be the expert, because they are. And if he's not immediately cooperative or able to express himself, I can intervene and ask why he thinks he was referred to me, or go another route to develop just better rapport if needed. And then by asking him open-ended questions throughout the entire session, I can gain a better understanding of his character, what he's hoping to achieve, what his limitations might be, and how motivated he truly is to change his behaviors. So hopefully we can get Jason set up on the right path.